Welcome to Dutchess and Her Dukes, a podcast where I speak to New York City hustlers in pursuit of their dreams. I'm Dutchess, and these are my Dukes. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
What's going on? How you doing?
Okay, could you introduce yourself and your friends, please?
What's going on, y'all? My name is Easy. Everybody sleeping, everybody can't beat me. Chameleon gang, no two songs sound the same. I'm here with my dog J.O., here with my girl Liv. They came to show me some support. Right now, I'm here to promote my new album coming out March 28th. It's called What Comes Easy Doesn't Last. It'll be out on all platforms. So I'm just here to, talk about that for a little bit.
Amazing. I'm really excited. And there's so much to talk about. I've been listening to your music a lot in the past week, and I also wanted to say before we begin how much I appreciated your energy and enthusiasm. And I don't really meet people like me often when it comes to like good vibes. Not that people don't have good vibes, but a lot of people don't have the same like hive energy, and I feel like you have it, and it's just like really pleasant to speak to people like that. So thanks for that.
Yeah, appreciate it. Like I said before, we all in it for the right reasons. I'm inspired about you. I'm serious about my work. You're serious about your work, so it goes for a good thing. That's how the fire starts.
It's that, yes. Okay, so first things first. What is the story behind your name?
Alright, so my name is Easy. When I was in high school, I started rapping in middle school. I was 13 when I started rapping.
Wow.
Yeah, I was 13.
I mean, it shows you really know how to spit bars, bro.
Yeah, so I appreciate
For
that.
real.
Thank you. So I started in middle school. I was 13, and I was going through like a whole plethora of like rapping. I didn't know what to go from, anything to choose. I think one time my rap name was the 4-letter word because my name is Joel, 4 letters in it. But then my dad was like, you know how many 4-letter words there are? Like, why would that be a rap?
I didn't even know. Is that right? I'm sure your dad knows.
I mean, it ended up not even working out. So I just went through a whole bunch of different names. Around the time I got to high school, I landed on J-Eazy. So J-A-Y space Easy. Like just E. Actually, it was E-A-Y-Z. Oh, E-A-Z-Y actually, sorry. E-A-Z-Y. And I was inspired by that because G-Eazy. I like G-Eazy. He was an artist that I used to listen to at the time. But around, let's say, sophomore year, I was like, all right, I gotta start coming up with a different name. There's a whole bunch. It's Jay-Z, it's Eazy-E, it's G-Eazy, I'm Jay-Eazy. I gotta kind of like fix it up a little bit, make it more authentic. One of my friends, Rewrite, shout out to him, he said, yo bro, just call yourself Easy. Just cut off the J and make it Easy. So I was like, okay, that's cool, but if I'm gonna do that, then I'm gonna just make it the letters E and Z. And then I made that decision right in that conscious moment to say, all right, it has to mean something. Like I can't just be Easy because there's a million Easies. So everybody sleeps. That's what the first thing that came to my mind. And
yeah, I would have never guessed it just from like Easy. Mm-hmm. Everybody sleeps.
Everybody sleeps. That's exactly what it is. Exactly. And people always people had a misconception that I took it as everybody sleeps on me. But that's not what it was. It was more so of when you deal with music, and more times in like a lot of different fields, music, basketball, sports media, whatever the case may be, the people that are at the top of their game, a lot of people try to look at them, they use connotations like he's out of this world, he's not human, people like that. A lot of people try to live beyond their means. A lot of people actually believe that they're better than us, like they don't breathe the same air that we breathe because of the money in your bank account, because whatever lifestyle that you live. I don't believe in that personally. So everybody sleeps is literally what it means. Everybody sleeps. That's the one thing that makes us human. You all gotta go to sleep at the end of the day. You all gotta nights we gotta lay down, we gotta recuperate.
I see what
Everybody
you're
sleeps.
saying. Like that's like something we all have in common as humans.
We all have in common.
Because when I first heard it, everybody sleeps, meaning like everybody's like not on top of their game, but you are, and that's like a distinction. But that's not even what it is about.
Exactly what I meant. Just what it means. Everybody sleeps. That's the one thing that makes us human. That's the one thing that keeps us common. So no matter how out of this world you think you are, No matter if you think you're not human, if you think you're better than us, at the end of the night, whether you sleeping in the alley, sleeping in a king size bed, everybody sleeps.
Yeah, that's beautiful. Yeah, we all sleep, we all eat, we all shit. Yeah, real talk. When I was a kid, my dad told me, like, if you're ever scared of a teacher or they're trying to intimidate you, imagine them, like, shitting. Like, and that really helped. Like everybody does it. Don't ever be intimidated by other, like, billionaires, homeless people. You feel me?
Well, he said, no, forget imagining them in their underwear. Just straight imagine them shit.
That's even, because it's like, it's not like it's humiliating, but it's like human. It's like human. You know what I mean?
Though, yeah, that's true.
So yeah, well, you mentioned that you started rapping at the age of 13. So like, tell me a little bit about your like early influences, like maybe who were you listening to at the time, like who inspired you the most, and just like that journey a little bit. I'm curious.
Well, my favorite rapper of all time is Eminem, hands down.
Really?
Hands down.
Really? Interesting. You know, I'm fond of Eminem.
That's my favorite rapper.
But like,
down. That's the GOAT to me. Like, if it wasn't for him, I don't even, like, we wouldn't be saying that, man. Because I wouldn't even be, like, deciding to rap, like, honestly. Like, I honestly believe that. Like, I either wouldn't be wanting to rap or I wouldn't be as serious or as good as I am.
Man, I like Eminem. He's like the best white rapper ever.
He's the best rapper ever, like, to me. Forget the skin color. Like, I'm taking him, like, don't get me wrong, like, respect to everybody else in the game. I got other rappers that I like, too, but M is that was who I started listening to when I decided that I wanted to rap. This is what I want to do in my life, and his music made me want to do that. It was the Marshall Mathers LP2.
I was just gonna ask you, was like, which album is your favorite?
That's my favorite album of all time, the Marshall Mathers LP2, because that's the album that made me get into it.
If I knew that, I would have come to this interview wearing one of my favorite T-shirts.
I should have worn mine.
Infinite. Do you know about Infinite?
Of course I know about
his first album. So that's like
1996. That's his very
yes,
first album.
exactly.
I know about that. I should have worn my brother bought me a Stan hoodie for his 20th anniversary for Stan. I should have worn that.
Shit.
But that's what it was. Mm-hmm.
So that album, and no funny shit, I swear to God, like some of the songs that I was listening to, you have that like not pronunciation, I don't even know how to like rhythm or flow similar to like I could hear Eminem. I was like, wow, he's spitting as fast as Eminem. That's so rare.
I appreciate that.
And now that you're saying it, it makes sense. Wow.
Yeah, because I really like the thing about him. It was just like the lyricism. It was the imagery. It was like evocative. Like it was right there in your face. But the way like there's other artists that are out there in your face, like Busta Rhymes, Ludacris, like for me, there's other artists that are like that, you know, with good imagery, evocative. But I just like the way he did it, and he had his own story that was different from everybody else's. Like it was kind of similar to like most black people backgrounds. Like 50 Cent even said one time, "What's the difference between the trailer park and the projects?" Yep. So it was like it was kind of in a way grew up how we grew up. So he might not, most people might not say, oh, he rap about killing his mom and stuff like that, but
it's so funny, like I was talking about him last week also in regards to like killing his mom or like you know how like a lot of rappers get accused of committing crime and they get like sentenced literally to prison because of like the lyrics they use, which is such bullshit because like First Amendment guarantees like freedom of fucking expression, speech, etc. So people like Eminem, he literally was rapping about like murdering the mother of his child. But when it comes to like big rappers, no one ever gets like convicted because.
You know what's crazy though about that you say that? I remember seeing the Eminem interview where he said the Secret Service actually came to his studio.
No. Okay, so you just proved me wrong. Actually, that's insane.
Trump. Yeah, he's rapping about Trump and stuff like that, and they.
Oh, so it's recent. Okay.
A couple years back. Yeah. Well. That's crazy. 2017. That's almost 10 years ago.
Oh my God. Like recently, that's so true.
Recently, right? And then we talking about recent. That's almost a decade.
Right. Forget about Eminem. How about you? Like, what is your creative process? Because, like, he, as in a comparison, he wrote shit ton.
I tried to do it like how he did it, actually. I had it like he used to take, like, notebooks, napkins.
That's right.
Envelopes. I did the same thing. I had like a whole book and a whole like sneaker box full of like raps, full of like books, notebooks,
That's
things
lovely.
full of just based off of like the inspiration of that. Like,
I love that.
alone. But as far as my music style, I personally feel like, all right, this is my opinion. You know, when you grow up listening to Eminem and Eminem is your favorite rapper, and you start pursuing rap, everybody starts, you know, kind of rapping like their favorite rapper in a way. But you either kind of turn into like a Kendrick and a Cole, or you kind of turn into like a Hobson. No disrespect to Hobson. You know Hobson?
Yep.
I know of him.
All right, like no,
I-
you turn into like him or like a Joyner Lucas or something like that. And I like these artists too, but I'm talking about as far as like the negative connotation put around them when you follow a certain structure and then you don't broaden your horizon. You start listening to other type of music.
Absolutely.
Learning new sounds and new forms of inspiration, stuff like that. So my creative process is more so now just, at first I would just write. I didn't really know how to make songs, you know. I would just write in a whole bunch of bars. I probably started learning how to put some hooks in there and around 15, 16, because my oldest brother, he used to call me trash all the time. Like, you're trash, you're trash, you're trash,
Yo.
you're trash.
That's so mean.
He's one of my biggest fans right now.
But like, I'm sure that like helped you push yourself and just practice and practice. Did you like? Were you mad when he said that?
I was mad because I knew I wasn't trash. Like, I just never knew how to make a song. Like, I would
Didn't
just
know
have
how
a
to
whole
not be
bunch of-
trash. Yeah, I know. It's
Feel me?
like
Like,
early days.
if I was trash, I would say like, nah, yeah, I was trash. But like, I really just, it would just be like a whole bunch of, like, even me sometimes I would pick up my raps that I wrote. Like, I'd write a rap when I was angry or something like that, and I'd try to read it, and then I was like, what is this? Like, just a
Listen,
whole
the
bunch
bottom
of,
line is like anybody who starts is trash. Like every like few songs, or like as a writer, I can tell you like shit that I was writing when I was like in my early 20s. It's like garbage out. Like,
I'm about to start using that garbage. I'm dead. But that's a fact. So like, it just, you know, you start working at it more and more, getting better and better. But me, I let the beat talk to me. Like, not to say that I'm like unique. I'm pretty sure a whole bunch of people let the beat talk to them. But when I listen to a beat, I know in the first 5 seconds if I'm gonna write something. And then once I decide that I'm gonna write something, I normally go with the first thing that comes to my mind. Like, literally, like, a couple of things will probably go out there, through there, but then I'll just say it, and then I'll just keep going from there. And the thing about that is, you kind of gotta trust that it's gonna just lead itself the next way. Like, I got that from J. Cole. You gotta just write the first thing, and then trust that it's gonna lead you to the next thing, and trust that it's gonna lead you to the next thing, rather than just, I don't really shoot for themes that, oh, all right, I'm gonna make this song about this, I'm gonna make this song about that, I'm gonna make this song about this, because I feel like I'm fortunate. I really like to just sit there, I might roll up something, and I just go with it. Like, I don't freestyle though, I write everything. Like, I'm not one of those guys that say, yo, I'm gonna just go in the booth for this. I write everything. Every single thing.
I love that.
Every single thing. Like, I could show you raps. It's all my raps that I got in that phone.
But it shows, bro, and when you use the word lyrical when describing Eminem, that's literally one of the words that I use to describe you. You're like a superstar lyrically.
I appreciate
For
that.
such a young guy, like, it's very impressive.
I appreciate that.
And I feel like even those people who freestyle, they must be writing at home. Like Eminem, for example, like his freestyles, he explained it once, like he would write like notebooks upon notebooks upon notebooks. So then you're training yourself that when you do freestyle, you'll have fucking bars to spit.
Exactly.
Putting them together in that
Just
way.
always got having something ready to leave the house with. But
Yeah,
the thing about me though, the thing about me that I always hated, I hated the fact that like, whenever it was time to rap, something that I had, my mom would go blank.
I know it's.
My mom would go absolutely blank. Like, I'd have, like, you know, being in a cipher or something like that. I've been in a few ciphers. And, you know, when it's, you know, normally, naturally, I'll probably try to think of the first few bars or something that I wrote and just go from there, freestyle over that. But nothing will come up, and it kills me, because then when I'm just sitting around, I could think of a million bars. Like, I could have said this, I could have said that, I could have said this. So, you know, that's just how it goes sometimes. I just, you know, try to always leave with something that I at least got at least 8 bars of, maybe. So if you was to like ask for something, I'd be like, all right, I could tell you this. But it's not about all right, let me give you this because this sounds fire. Like I want to express that my bars are fire in these 8 bars. I just have these 8 bars that I remember. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so. Exactly. But that's exactly my point. Mm-hmm. But speaking of bars and songs, let's talk about your current project.
Bitch, you must be crazy if you think I'm hitting road dog. No, this dick ain't all yours. Tell me what you call for. You say you a dog, but you gon' end up on all fours. Any, meeny, money, more whore. Leave your baggage at the door, whore. Don't mistake me, I ain't judging what you been through. How you always tryna get key, but your feelings on the fence too. Wanna learn, get a pencil. I can show you what I'm into. I can give you an address, put you in the dress, but you know I've been moved.
I want to ask you what your favorite songs by you are, because that's like my new signature question, but I want to tell you what my favorite songs are first, if that's okay.
You tell me that first.
So I, like, For the Night, Blue Minds.
Okay.
I'm like, how does he know about George Benson? Like, what do you know about George Benson? I was mind blown, because, like, and I'll tell you my story. I remember when I was about, actually 25 or so, and I worked for this, like, fashion company, and I had a guy who was, like, I had to work with, and he was this older Jewish guy from Jersey, and he, like, put me on George Benson, and I was like, this shit is fire. Yeah, and I, like, and you used that song, that was, like, my favorite song at the age of, like, around your age, and so I'm like, how did you find out about George Benson? How did you, like, come up with the song? And you're spitting some fucking bars there, my dude.
I appreciate that. I'll tell you the whole process of that. Firstly, that's actually like a single. That's not on a project. That's a single that I recorded just to put out so I could kind of, like, you know, gain some traction and actually make a part 2 to that joint, actually.
Ooh.
I have a part 2 to it. So I was just, that's a beat that I found on YouTube. Shout out to the producer. I don't know your name right now, but shout out to you. I plan on probably buying the beat, maybe. But anyway, I went on YouTube, I found the beat. I just, you know, wrote it down. I had like a whole, you know, I kind of contradicted myself because this time I actually said, all right, I'm kind of going to tell a little story. But I did that based off what I normally do. If you stand for the night, bring a toothbrush. So based off of that, it's like, all right, I'm about to tell a story.
Yes! So, oh my God, you really, like, you're reading my mind. I was going to ask about this. What's the real story behind this?
I really don't have a story
so smart.
behind
I love
it.
him.
I promise you there's no real story behind it. Like, I just made that story up. I wish I could say, like, yo, like, but if I'm being real, there's no story. Like, I made it up off the top of my head. But I feel like, honestly, that's what makes it harder, because if I was telling something that actually happened, it would be able to go fluently, and I have to make something up and make it make sense. Like, this happened, she said this, he did that. One thing I will say is, somebody that I mentioned in the song is a real person. Like, Don hit my phone, where you at, bro? I need you. That's my cousin, Don.
Oh, shout out, cuz.
Yeah, shout out to you, cuz. So. But that was a single on the project. I actually like that song a lot, though. That's one of my favorite songs that I've been listening to recently.
Same. My favorite song of the week, probably of the month.
I like that song.
Actually, the Uber driver loved it. For real? Because I was like, bro, do you mind? Like, I'm still, like, I'm preparing for this interview.
Look at this, y'all. She got the Uber driver.
And I was like, I want to listen to. And he was like, wow, this shit's good. And he was like some, I don't know, Turkish guy, like, not even from America originally. Like, I could tell from his accent. But he was fucking with it heavy.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, this song, I'm telling you, if people like the reason I'm bringing up his nationality or whatever, I don't even know what it is, but it's like it will resonate with the wider audience. Is what I'm trying to say.
See, that's the type of music that I try to shoot for right now, which is crazy because I just had this conversation with my brother yesterday, and I'm gonna answer your question about my favorite track on the project.
Yes.
I was just having this conversation with my brother about, you know, he likes my old music more from like 2019, my music that was on SoundCloud, because he felt like I was more hungry back then. And I understand what he's saying, but I was less of a brand back in 2019 than I am now. Not to say that I'm a huge person now, but as far as understanding what the business is, knowing more of what it is that I want as a man, as an artist, all right, cool. Maybe I have to switch it up just a little bit, just to gain you, just to grab you, so you can look at me. And then once you finish looking at what you like, let me show you what I actually can do. Because most of the people that are my core audience now, like friends, family, a couple people like Hearsay, they already know I can actually rap.
No, so, you definitely can, bro.
So I don't have a problem dropping, like, you know, commercial music, if you want to call it that. Like, you know, something that you could play in your car, play in the club. My personal favorite off of this project, 12 songs, I say Can I give you three? Maybe like a top three?
Yeah, actually, and then I can give you like my other top two.
Oh, so you go first. Go ahead, finish.
Okay, so the second favorite was Mamacita.
Mamacita, oh, okay. She backing out the old track.
okay.
Yeah, so I had like I broke it down like
Okay.
literally like
I like
chronologically 2025, 2024,
Oh, nice.
2023.
Going into
I
it.
like that.
But Mamacita is cool, and I love that bar, on my money, on my hood. And I was like, oh, I wonder like which hood are you? Because I know you're from Brooklyn,
East New
from
York.
East New York.
East New York,
Wonderful.
baby. East New York.
But like,
Yes.
is that what you're like repping in your heart when you think about like your hood?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I was born and raised in East New York, Brooklyn. I live in Southside Jamaica, Queens, for me. Shout out to Queens, you know that. But Brooklyn is where we at. That's where we from. You know, that's where me and my boy had a lot of ideas.
You're from Brooklyn too?
Yeah, as well.
A lot of
You're from Brooklyn?
ideas.
Hell yeah, bro.
Yes,
Which
yes.
part?
East New York. As
East
well.
New York.
Okay.
Well, yes, yeah.
Vietnam, y'all.
That's why you knew when I mentioned Flatbush, like my block, and you were like, oh, you're deep.
I've been all around Brooklyn. All around Brooklyn.
Now
Yeah.
the thing about
Me too, me too.
Mamacita, that song, I like that song because you know the actual song, obviously, like on my mama by Victoria Monet. Like I remember riding around. You remember Vaughn, my cousin? I was riding around with my cousin in his car. He was teaching me how to drive around this time.
Oh, nice. What a sweet memory, actually, for real.
Real talk. He let me drive his Beamer. He said, "You either gonna crash or you gonna learn how to drive."
He had a Beamer.
Yeah, like, trust me for real. I love you, cuz. Real talk. But he's like, all right, so I'm in the car. That song was playing on the radio nonstop, and then the beat was like, nah, that beat is hard. Like, so he was like, yo, just remix it. And at first, I was like, you know, I was a little lazy, so I was like, nah. But I got home one day, and I was actually like, you know what? Let me actually try to do a little something real fast. And my brother Delroy loves that song. Like, he listened to it on repeat all the time.
Yeah, I was listening to it on repeat in Flatbush walking my dog. Also.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
And then my third favorite is from 2021. So I went through like the whole chronology. Actually, I like two from 2021. Do My Dance and Give It To Me.
Oh, she zapped out me and Brooke.
So you remember them all, huh?
Oh, yes. I know them all.
Give It To Me.
Wait, which songs were you on?
I know them all.
No, he was on a couple of songs of ours, but he was in the booth for all of them. Like, I have a couple of people. This is a day one right here. This is my day one right here. So it's people that I have in the booth. Him, shout out my boy Lynn,
Respect for real.
my boy
That's beautiful.
J.O. Like, we all, as people that have to be in the studio when I'm in the studio. So he's been there for like 96, 97% of the studio sessions.
Yes.
So he's been there.
That's so cool, man.
Yes.
Give It To Me, and you said Do My Dance.
Ooh,
I remember when we did Do My Dance. We was in Long Island City, right?
Yeah, Long Island City,
We was in
yeah.
Long Island City that
Yeah.
day. I remember that.
Oh my God.
That's crazy.
Those are really cool. What about yours?
On the project or in general?
I guess like both.
Okay.
Or maybe like it's the same answer.
I could tell you right now that most of the music that I've been listening to for myself is songs that's on the projects.
Okay.
So I could kind of go with that. I know for sure the outro, Bully. I did that here. My boy Spade cooked that up. That's definitely one of my favorites. I like that because I feel like I got into a flow state with that. You know, it was a little personal.
Oh yeah, what happened? Tell me the story behind it.
Well, I'm gonna be real with you. Without saying too much, by the time
We want you to say too much. We want the goss.
all right, I'll give you the juice. When I first started making this album,
Spill the tea.
when I first started making this album, it was probably like early last year. So like
Okay.
early 2025, I was in a whole different relationship. So the song was
Shit, bro.
inspired in a different way. It was like life was different, my everyday, who I was talking to, who I was dealing with, everything, all of that is different. So my inspirations were a little different. So with me making more songs off of the album and, you know, us parting ways and stuff like that, now I kind of gotta not go a different direction, but you could kind of, when you listen to the album, you'll kind of hear things that I'm saying. Like, this song, I'll probably reference her. This song, I'll probably say something different that'll probably have you thinking like, oh, what happened? This song is probably something totally different because by the time I finish the album, I'm with somebody else.
Yeah.
Oh,
You know what I'm
shit.
saying? So
Also, the energy of the whole album is very distinct, very
Yeah,
different.
I
You
had
know
to
what I
do
mean?
that.
From like the most recent shit. Like,
because most people's albums, their debuts, that's something that's what the world has of you forever. forever. Like, you can't scratch that, you know. A little, like, you know, don't get me wrong, I had music that's out before, but I wouldn't consider those albums, like mixtapes and stuff.
Right.
But this project consists of beats that have been made for me personally, beats that I've purchased. I've actually been in touch with the production of it, so I actually really locked in for this.
Yeah.
So, you know, I would say Bully is definitely number one. I would have to say, what you think? You was there for a couple of them joints. I don't know. I like
It's hard, right, to choose. I mean, it's maybe easier for me because I wasn't familiar with the whole oeuvre of his work, like his entire like.
I should have sent
entirety.
you all 12 tracks on release, so you would have had a better chance.
Oh
Let
shit!
me go to my favorite.
While he's doing it, let me ask you something else. So the song Panda.
Oh, you like Panda?
What does Panda mean to you?
Panda.
That was the
Because,
name
like,
of the beat for real.
Oh,
That
I
was the name
see.
of the
Because
beat.
like Designer's Panda, like also blew my mind at the time, and like it basically makes no sense. And there's like, you know, different schools of thought, like what it may mean.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, what does Panda mean to?
Let me
Easy.
let me tell you a story.
All right, let's hear it.
Hold on, right? Let me tell you a story real quick about Panda. That beat, I heard my cousin, the same one that let me drive his Beamer.
Cause you're the best,
I
bro.
heard it was him and his brother. They was on the same beat. They had a song. And I was like, yo, this beat is fire, this beat is fire. And I'm like, let me get this beat. Let me like, I'm doing a remix.
Yeah.
They like, nah, you can't get the beat, you bugging. You can't get the beat, you bugging. I'm like, yo, cuz, why I can't get the beat? Like, so I had to keep pressing them for the beat. Like, yo, bro, let me get this beat. I'm on their ass every day. Like, bro, I'm playing the song, pulling up to the crib. Like, yo, I need this. So he said, yo, bro, go on BeatStars, look up Panda. I said, all right, bet. I was
Yeah,
bullshitting. I did it. I found the beat. I said, yo, cuz, you the best. I'm about to write to this right now. He said, yeah, whatever. I'm like, all right, cool. I made it. I'm going to be honest. Like, the way that you hear the song, if I could find their version of the song, it was inspired based off of, like, how they made it sound. Like,
Word.
it was fire. So I was like, all right, let me just put my own little spin on it. They're not dropping this anyway. But I let them hear it, though.
Yeah.
So it's not like I'm taking their shit.
Mm-hmm.
They were like, no, I fuck with it. It's fire. I fuck with it.
That's cool.
I like that though, but it was just the name of the beat though. That's really why I called it Panda.
Okay, gotcha. What do you think it can mean?
Panda?
Like, what would like that be symbolic of? Like, that's a real question for like the whole group.
I'm gonna be real. That's a deep question. I'll give you an answer.
Cause go ahead. Cause I heard like one interpretation of like Designer's Panda, and I think the answer was like cocaine or something, and I don't know.
Well, it depends. If I'm
It
making the
was
type
one
of,
fucking stupid answer. Who knows?
if I'm making a song like Panda could have the same type of message as Michael Jackson's Black or White.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Real shit.
Easy.
Real
You're
shit.
such a nice guy,
Real shit. It
bro.
could
You're
have
so.
that same message.
Oh,
Panda, Black and White. It could have
that's
that
so
same.
smart.
If I was making a song like that, then I'd have probably thought about something like that on some, you know, deep touching stuff. So
You're so smart for
Yeah.
real. Like you're really like you're a good writer, man. I'm a writer. I teach writing. Like you're a good writer, bro.
I appreciate
the way
it.
you
I
think
really
is
try
like
to-
fucking sharp, bro.
I like to think, like, I don't want to say outside the box, but I like to think and
Yeah, though this is outside the box.
I like to think as the consumer. Like, I like to think as the people that I'm pitching to. So you go through Instagram, right? You go on your phone, you scroll, you see something that you like, right? You might go to that person's page. What's the first thing you do when you go to their page? You'll make sure you see something similar to what you just saw. And if you don't see something similar to what made you go to their page, you're not gonna follow them. You're just gonna leave. But if you see more of what that brought you to their page, you're gonna keep scrolling through their reels. You're gonna follow them. You're gonna like every reel, and so it's like, all right, cool. That's how do I do that?
That's smart, actually. That's like a good. I need to think about it. Spade, I need to write this down. One of the things that I need to do. It's like, what's the attention? Like, no, what's the literal like in terms of seconds? How long does it take a person to like skip your following you when they land on your page? You got like 5 seconds to grab their attention or something like that. If that. But wait, sorry, what was that song that you're thinking about?
One of my favorites currently right now is Cena.
Yeah, Cena, that's out. Video out on YouTube.
Cena.
I like that joint.
Like,
That's one of my like kind of like I don't want to say drill, but I
is
rapped on
drill.
a drill beat.
yeah.
It was fire though.
It is drilly.
It is drilly. Yeah, it is type drilly. I like that track though. That's fire. Where I recorded that at?
I want to say
Zod, downtown, right?
That was downtown.
That was downtown, yeah. I like that track. One of my, alright, I'll go, my first one I said Bully. I'll say, I'll put like a song of mine that I listen to all the time. I like Remember. I did that here with Speed. It was the Michael Jackson record. That is fire. And I like Churchill Down. I did a Churchill Down remix.
Churchill Down.
Yeah, but I called it Church Downhill. Yeah.
Fire name.
Like the whole like, Drake and Jack Harlow thing.
Mm-hmm.
They beat like 5 minutes and 10 seconds. I rapped the whole 5 minutes and 10 seconds.
Wow, very impressive.
Beat.
5 minutes?
Yeah, that's I'm gonna be real, that's probably my favorite song of mine, for real. I don't know why I ain't thinking that.
It's out there, I haven't come across it, I don't think.
I didn't drop it. I was gonna put it on the album. That's the crazy part. I was gonna put it on the album, but like certain lyrics and certain shit, I was like, nah, I'm gonna just leave it on the project. I was like, because I was saying certain stuff that like it's not wrong, but it's like everybody probably not gonna think how I think, and if I'm gonna debut this, then I'm gonna just play it safe.
Speaking of like what people might be thinking when they listen to your shit, the song Can't Help But Wait.
You're great at segues.
In which
You're great at segues. I noticed that.
In which you talk about, you know, no time for dating, basically. It's so funny because, like, we all fucking want love, but, like, nobody really has the time for it.
Yeah, that's a fact.
So,
that's a fact.
And that also brings me to another question, right? Like, you mentioned one female from the last album. Now you're dealing with a woman who's a little older than you.
My Boricua.
Yeah. Oh, Boricua también! Shout out. We love Puerto Rico.
Out, you know the vibes be outside. Yeah, that's my girl. We met in August. The crazy part about that is she older than me. She older than me by what's that, like 11 years, 10 years? I ain't gonna say too much, but the way I met her though, like I was wingmanning for my cousin or something. Like he was trying to, we went out one night. He was trying to go talk to some girls or whatever like that. So we saw her and her friend across the street. So I was like, if you really wanted to do this, like they cross the street right now, what's up? Like let's go. So he's like, all right, cool.
That's a ballsy shit. I love that because men don't do that much anymore because of like social media and dating apps. But
be real. Couple shots of liquor were involved.
Okay, fine. But
couple shots of liquor were involved. You know what I mean? That's maybe the confidence.
That brought that courage.
Bring it out, yeah. So I just went across the street and we just started spitting game. He baited though. He got across the street and I guess he didn't like what he saw on his end. So rather than just take him off of the team, he fucked it up. Luckily I got her number though. And then
he fucked it up.
He fucked it up. He definitely fucked it up.
He definitely fucked it up.
What do you do?
Well, I'm
what
sitting
do you do
there.
exactly?
All right, I'm sitting there. I'm chopping it with her. I'm like, all right.
I'm nothing.
First thing I said to her, I walked
Clearly.
up to her. I'm like, oh, how old? I'm like, what I gotta do to smoke your blunt? She was smoking. She started smiling like, oh, you don't gotta do nothing. She gave me the blunt.
Oh.
So now I'm like, we going. Mind you, I'm just talking to her so he could get the friend because he wants to run down. So I'm just.
Were you clear who's getting whom though? Was that clear? He didn't get mad at you.
Nah, I just knew. I seen them both already. So I was like, all right, I already made my decision before he even knew. I don't know if he was paying attention to what. I knew I was paying attention. I said, this is what I want.
This is what I want, right?
Walked over to mine, said what I had to say to get her out the way so he could do his thing. He was talking to her. First thing she asked me, how old are you? I told her I was like 26, 24. I ended up telling her.
Wow, he lied by 2 years. Still too young though.
It don't matter because I was just trying to feel me wingman it. I'm like, let me just say anything. But she told me, she like, oh, how old are you? So told her, I guess it didn't matter at the time. So we chopping it up or whatever. We walking to the corner. We having a good time. Like, how was your night? They was in the same spot that we was just leaving. But I didn't see them the whole night. So I'm talking to her. I'm getting her number or whatever like that. My cousin tapped me. Yo, cousin, my bad. I'm going to have to bait the transaction. I said, what? What are you talking about? I'm going to have to, yo, cousin, my bad. I'm going to have to bait the transaction. So I'm looking at, I haven't even, like, I looked at her friend, but I didn't look at her long enough. So I'm looking at him now and looking at her friend, like trying to process everything. I'm talking to her right now, so I'm looking like, what? So he like, yeah, my bad. So I'm like, damn, bro, you really about to do that? So now he's not even talking to her no more. So now naturally she goes back to her friend. So all right, come on, let's be out of here.
was fucking up your game.
Fucked up the game. I'm like, damn. Luckily, I got the number though.
Yeah.
So I'm on the corner like, yo, bro, what? I'm blacking on him. Like, yo, bro, what are you doing? Like, yo, you wildin'. So after like 15 minutes of blacking on him, he like, yo, bro, just call him back, bro. Just call him back. Called her. She was about to pull her back. Her phone dies. I'm like, oh my God, man. You messed it up.
But you know what? Things that require work and effort actually are like more worthy, you know? Didn't you just say that at the beginning of this convo anyway?
Wow.
So you know what I'm saying? Like, if something was easy, everybody would be doing it. Like, I ran a
easy,
few...
it doesn't last.
That's what I'm saying. And it's like shit that you have to work for, you appreciate it more.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a marathon runner, right? Like, I run a few marathons. If it was easy, everybody would be running marathons. You feel me? Like,
that's dedication.
Yeah, exactly. It takes literally like years to like get in like top shape and like run well and get faster. But like, again, if it was easy to write songs and be a rapper, everybody would be doing it. If it was easy to like...
You want to know what's crazy that you say that? It's not easy and everybody's still doing it.
I mean, so
yeah.
people are trying. A lot of you are trying for sure, but not many people succeed, right? Because not many people have like that in them. Like, I mean... Not for nothing, but like Spade always talks about it too, that like you gotta be patient, bro. Like it takes years. And not just rapping, like literature too, like to get a book out in the right way. Like we were talking about this too a little bit before. It takes fucking years of like networking, like writing, correcting yourself, practicing, going to shows, like whatever the case may be. So yeah, and then like the
perfect. Well, it don't even make perfect, but you know.
But it's like you gotta keep
practicing
and stay at it. Like be consistent and just don't quit. When people quit.
It's a quote from my god brother. He said, "If better is possible, then good is not enough. Or if better is possible, then great is not enough." Yeah. If better is possible, then great is not enough. That's a fact. If you can do better than what you just did, then I don't care if you think that was perfect.
Then great is never, like, meaning you keep going and keep bettering yourself because greater will never even be enough. I love it.
Yeah, I got a lot of wisdom around me. Like I like to keep people that I don't like yes men and dummies. Like I like people that's like smarter than me or on my level type time.
Same. I like people who actually like tell me off.
Yeah, word. That word. We go, bro. Me and him.
I'm one of those people, bro.
Yeah, Spade is like one of those people in my circle.
Like,
he can be mean.
You need those people around you. Those are the people that tell you the real.
Yeah, no, that's how you grow.
Yeah, that's how you grow.
That's great. So, okay, tell me a little bit more about your current project that is about to drop in a couple weeks, end of March, right?
March 28th, What Comes Easy Doesn't Last. My whole thing about this album, I'm gonna be honest with you, I started writing like some music, writing like a couple of songs, song after song after song, and I just didn't want to start dropping singles. I felt like these weren't single-worthy songs. I felt like each song that I was writing started telling a little story, and I started realizing that early. So what I started to do was construct what I wanted to do. I wanted to take 12 songs. All right, I got these few songs right here that kind of match this vibe anyway. But I really wanted to tell my story without giving everything, you know, because at the end of the day, anonymity is everything. Like people gotta have like the type of privacy. You gotta have privacy. You gotta have your own like life. Everybody can't know everything, but I feel like what needs to be said will be said. On this project, I talk about, you know, my past relationship. You might hear something about my new one. You might hear about times that I used to be in my old producers rapping in the basement for $20 an hour studio time. A whole bunch of different things. I actually dedicated this album to my friend Travis McIntyre, who passed away on March 28th.
Last year?
2024.
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that.
Yeah, it was. I put it on my rest in peace, Travis. I put it on my song Music to My Ears. March 28th is bittersweet and never ends. Celebrating life of a friend but lost another friend. March 27th is my cousin Dawn's birthday, the one that I put in the song for the night.
Yeah.
That's his birthday, and we went to the Poconos. So we were in the Poconos for his birthday. We were in the supermarket. You know, everything's good. I was chilling. I was on Facebook, and then this was the day after. It was the 28th. And then I'm on Facebook and I'm just seeing all of his rest in peace, rest in peace. So I'm like, what? Like, so I texted sister, and sister informed me like committed suicide, whatever the case may have you. So when she told me that, I was like, that fucked me up. We was out there supposed to be celebrating him, like Dawn. We were supposed to be celebrating Dawn for his birthday. But I was fucked up.
Wow. So did he like, did anybody have any inkling before, like any indication that?
I'm really not sure. What happened was what he did was he had jumped onto the train tracks.
Maybe it was accidental.
I'm not really sure. I talked to his mom's. First thing I did when I saw his mom was I gave her a hug. I wasn't asking.
For sure, yeah, absolutely.
I gave her a hug and I told her like, if you ever need anything, because that was like one of my big bros. Like he used to pick me up from school. He would probably be like 29 right now. You feel me? So he used to pick me up from school. He used to live in my building, like right next door to my house. When I found that out, it fucked me up. I was done for like the whole rest of that trip. But I'm still there for a reason. I'm still there to celebrate my man's birthday. Life, death, things happen. That's why I said, you know what? When I started making the album, I was like, I'm gonna put it on this date because I want to dedicate it to him.
That's so special. That's so special.
I spoke about that a little bit on the album. I spoke about, dealing with like a whole bunch of things with my family, parents, but nothing too crazy. Just the things that matter, the things that made me who I am, the things that inspired this album. Each song tells a different story. It's 12 songs. You're gonna get a different story each time. I got a couple songs for the ladies on there. I got some songs that you can think about. I got some songs where I'm showcasing my lyrical prowess. I got a whole bunch of different songs. I got songs I'm telling you a story. Whatever you need in that album, I got it for you. I'm telling you, March 28th, it's gonna be a movie. We got the single Must Be Crazy. The video is out now on YouTube with me and my cousin J.O. Feel me? I won't be cliche coming at you, but I blessed you. If another nigga wanna text you, then be smart enough to make the best move. You checking me, but a bitch checking me out when I pay the checks, boo. Stress free, I won't stress you, and don't fight when I ask for neck too. Tired of hearing you out when I'm motivated, tell me move out. Niggas always talking about the shootouts, women always talking about the new house. Every time you suckin' for me, say you fucking let me all of a sudden, we get cool now. Look, I want a little discretion if you want a session, don't be too loud. That is fire. That's a banger right there. I was trying to get him on this track for a good minute. He came through, he delivered his verse, and we had that going. It's actually going good right now. My post on Instagram. I posted it on Instagram.
Yeah, you've been working. I see you. Mm-hmm. Like, you're not fucking around.
Yeah, I'm trying to get as much traction as possible. I even trolled y'all. I went on Instagram and I made it seem like I got jumped and beat up. And that shit went
Don't
crazy.
joke like that, though.
I'm saying, God forbid, knock on wood, you know the vibes. God got me. But I had to draw the traction. I did it at the right time.
Did people get worried?
Let me tell you.
Let me tell you.
My brother calling me, my uncle calling me,
You're stupid.
my old co-workers is calling me. They're like, yo, what happened? What happened? I'm like, yo, I'm trolling. Chill. Just trolling a little bit. But, I'm trying to tell them, like, I just got to do what I got to do to draw traction to it. I started doing that. Once that was over with and I had the video sent to me from my mans, I dropped it. Everybody started jacking it. We was in there. And so that's really what this album is about. It's about having a good time. It's about expressing the bad times. It's about, going through relationship problems or whatever the case may be. It's about exploring, finding who you are at the end of the day. But it's the message. What comes easy doesn't last. Anything that you have to acquire the hard way or working hard or with a little bit of grit, you're going to appreciate it more.
Period.
That's just how it goes,
Period. What I want to know is whether there's you feel like there's a difference between the rapper and the real you, or you feel like you're putting a persona on a little bit.
I don't feel like I feel like I'm the same person. I'm gonna be real. Like I would like to say that it's like like what they call those type of scales, the beams. I would like to say like it's kind of like a balance or whatever, but I'm not really too sure. Like I think I'm the same person. I don't have to put on any type of persona. The things that I rap about, I actually did. Like rather it be like, every rapper exaggerates. Everybody exaggerates. It's called hyperbole. Like you might have did something and you just
I
throw a
literally
little
was
flavor
teaching
in
that
it.
shit last week.
It's
Yes.
hyperbole, like
It
everybody
is.
exaggerates,
Put a little
but
cheese on it.
throw a little cheese on it. That's
Yeah.
it. You feel me?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So how do you convict someone of like murder if they were just like playing like sorry to interrupt you. This,
No, go ahead,
just,
go
like,
ahead,
this
go ahead.
pisses me off so much. Like, have you ever heard of like a white person being convicted by singing "I shot the sheriff"? Shut the fuck up! Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? If it's like a different genre of music, they don't care. They won't even look at you.
Yeah, they
That's
won't
my father's
they
favorite
won't even pay
song.
attention to you.
They won't even if it's like if it's country music.
They
And
won't
they
even
sing some
acknowledge,
crazy
yeah.
shit sometimes,
They
like
won't even
inappropriate
acknowledge.
shit
But I
about girls
didn't
and
kill the deputy. My father loved that song.
Mine's
Word.
But anyway, I'm sorry. Going back to you, I just had to like share the frustration.
Nah, yeah, I think it's the same. I think I'm the same person. I don't have to put any cheese on it. I think that based
A
off
little
of
bit
how a little bit of cheese. I don't have to throw not too crazy because the stuff that we actually did
Yeah.
is stuff that people could relate to, rather as
Exactly.
being down bad or everybody been down bad in their own little moments.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, no matter how much money you have, no matter how much stature you have, everybody has dealt with the low in their own
Hell
type
yeah.
of time. So
Yeah.
being at a low is relatable regardless. But
Yeah.
people could relate to the good times too. I just try to be myself. Everybody around me know that there's a certain type of energy around me. If I fuck with you, then like I'm gonna give you every part of me. Pause. Like I'm gonna give you everything that I got. I'll give you the shirt off my back. I'll give you the energy. I'll give you my last dollar. Like real shit. Because I know that the people I surround myself around, they do the same shit for me, and that reflects in my music. That inspires me. That's why I bring them to the studio sometimes. Like all of the moments that I done went through, good or bad, those made me who I am, and that reflects in the music. So I don't have to really, little cheese, of course, but I don't gotta really lie. I think that I'm the same person. I don't think I gotta separate.
That's awesome. And I feel like your energy is so special that I feel like people who are in your circle, they are blessed and they should feel honored.
Yeah.
And I'm saying this because this is gonna be a personal share again, but I had a bit of like a low key falling out with my best friend. We didn't talk for like months. She lives in LA. Shout out Melissa. And finally today, she like came to New York and I didn't see her. Like and I missed the shit out of her. Like for real.
Yeah.
And finally today, I kind of like opened up and we talked. And she was like, and I was crying. And she was like, bro, like you have no idea how grateful I am to like be let into your presence again. And I was like, damn, that's like no one has ever said this to me.
What's crazy, I had a personal falling outing with a personal friend, Matt, and I just what's so crazy, I didn't even tell you. I just texted him. I was like, yo, like we gotta break silence, bro. You know what I'm saying? Maybe we have to break silence, you know what I'm saying?
Crazy.
We gotta link up, we gotta go down, sit out for some eats, And I was just like, yeah, it's just time to break silence, you know what I'm saying? Cause
He hit you back?
He hit me back, and he was like, yo, bro, we have to do the
That's
same, bro. We have to do the same.
fire.
Yo, and we were both laughing because we're both kind of like bosses, kind of like female bosses. And she's like, we don't even have to talk about it anymore. I'm like, nah, this is good. Like we're like men.
Yeah.
We're just like, let's break the silence,
Yes.
and that's it. There's no
That's it.
reason
That's it.
because it was nothing serious to like
Yes. break
break the friendship over. Like I was a little hurt about something, and I didn't feel like talking about it because I don't like to
Exactly.
talk about shit sometimes. I just like would rather ignore it, but then she was like, wow, silence spoke volumes, and I thank you for it. Like but like the way she approached it, I was like, damn, like that's why I fucking love her. She knew how to deal with me, so that like she's like, thank you for being like in your good graces again. I'm like, bro, thank you.
Sometimes that's you gotta reach out, rekindle that friendship, and get back stronger than ever. That's a fact.
Okay, so what do you do outside of music? Do you have any interests? Well, cats and freaking PlayStation is all I know.
Cats and PlayStation. You wanna know? I think I told you my cat didn't even knock my PlayStation down. I did that for nothing.
We got him locked in a plastic box. That shit
Yo,
was tight.
I didn't lock him in the box. I put the
Like a
box
big
Why did you
in
tell
front
me
of
that?
him, and then I just put the thing on the
I
side.
seen the story.
Yeah, but I put
me
I
too.
put some cat
I was
food
like,
in there for real.
nah.
Why
It was
would
good.
you
Like,
do that?
I thought he knocked my PlayStation down. I told him
Don't
when I
ever
first got it.
assume.
But look, I bought him some food. I got him a new calendar and everything. We good now.
What's his name?
Harlan.
Arlen?
Mm-hmm.
Shout out Arlen.
Shout you out, Arlen. I'm sorry. I got you a nice little treat. We good now. We good. But outside of music, I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, nah. If it wasn't for music, I really don't know. And like a lot of people probably say that, and that's probably cliche, but that's honest. That's just me. I don't know what I would be doing. Like, I don't know what. I could probably name a couple things that I'm okay at. Like I could probably cook something for me to eat. Feel me?
Noted, guys. Noted.
I could probably like maybe. I wouldn't say I can act, but like I could turn on. Well, everybody can act. Like act one way in one place, act one way in another place. Like,
Yeah.
I know what you could do.
Feel me? What?
You're a writer. You already are.
That's facts. I think I tried to
write
write
a
a book when
story.
I was a kid. I tried to write a movie too, as a matter of fact.
Yeah, you're a writer. That's
I
period.
got to like scene 47, and this is when I was like.
That's amazing. Are you fucking kidding me?
Real talk. If
That's
I had it in my
amazing.
Gmail
47
still, I would show
what?
you. Like I remember, it was supposed to be a movie about me, my life. But I was like, you know what? I gotta live my life. I'm 15, writing an autobiography. I'm like, damn, I'm starting making it up. Let me live a little more life first, and then get back to it. But outside of like making music, I don't really know anything about myself like that. I'm exceptional at something that could make me me. Like I always had a sense of confidence. Like I expressed this on the album too. I always had a sense of confidence, but I never had nothing to attach it to. Like when I was coming up, I didn't have the flyest clothes. I didn't get the girls. I wasn't the best looking. All of that, like coming up, there wasn't none of that.
Lies.
So, but once I started learning how to rap, and I knew I could do that. That's why I like Eminem so much, because that was his story. Like he used to say it like, all right, he might have more girls than me, and he might, have better clothes, but he can't write what I'm writing right now. So, like, and I always felt like that. Like, he cannot write with, like, them guys over there, they can't write this. They can't do this. They don't even think like this. Once I realized that I could do that, it's over. I put all my confidence into that. And everybody didn't like me for it. Like, in high school, a lot of people thought I was a douchebag. But in my first years of high school, everybody liked me because I could rap. I just, I should have took that and ran with it. Really, I didn't take it and run with it.
Well, you kind of did. Like, this is what you do.
Well,
yeah. You mean, like, take advantage of it at the time?
Take advantage of the high school popularity.
And get bitches and stuff.
Yeah, type shit. Little shit. They used to, every day.
In high school, I wasn't even dating.
Every single day, they used to call me. All the girls used to call me to the table, like, come rap. And then when I'm done rapping, you should be on the rap thing.
Cutie, I can't imagine.
2-3 years later, oh, you a SoundCloud rapper. You're a SoundCloud rapper. I said, what? You know what I did.
Yeah, I'm already knowing.
I did. Oh, man. I came, my man's Mario. Shout out Mario. He's like, yo, bro, they talking crazy to you. Like, I'm like, they girls, I can't hit them. He said, write a diss track. I was laughing. I went home that night. I was like, you know what?
That's so
I wrote a whole diss track. I'm like 17, 18. I came to school the next day. I performed it. They said, what's her name? Our left. They said our left cried. They said somebody else was tight. I was like, yeah, got y'all. But I was like, that was just little stupid stuff, high school little activities. But as far as
you go to high school, Brooklyn?
Manhattan.
Oh, Manhattan, where?
Richard R. Green. That was right on Bowling Green on the 4th.
Oh, okay.
So
okay.
That's what
Battery Park.
Battery Park.
Battery Park. Wow, interesting. Did you like it there?
Yeah, I liked it. It was cool.
It was.
You didn't want to go to high school like by you?
Nah, I always wanted to go to school in the city.
I didn't really want to go to school in the hood. I don't went to school in the hood on my
No, that makes sense.
Yeah. Like
I would have been maybe different.
I really wanted to go to LaGuardia for music, but my grades.
It was hard to get into, right?
My grades.
Yeah, LaGuardia is great, and it's a public school, but it's like better than all the fucking private schools.
I was like,
LaGuardia, there's a couple of others like in New York like that.
I said, Ma, let me get an audition. They won't let me in. Like I got skills.
Yeah.
They was like, nah, man. They looked at my credentials and laughed. LaGuardia. Better go to Richard R. Green. Shut up. Like, that's what I did. Went to Richard R. Green. I met the guys.
But you guys like are best friends, and that's
my
it
brother.
was meant to be. It was meant to be. Awesome, thank you. This is amazing. Wait, one more question. What's my name?
Dutchess.
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you so much. This was awesome.
Thank you.
You're such a great storyteller.
I appreciate
For
that.
real.
I try to be, because I listen to
I'm sorry to say he's a fighter. He's like a natural.
Big
I saw him in life once. You ever seen him?
I never met. I was so mad when Eminem came to New York and all. Yeah. Look. If she staying for the night, bring a toothbrush. Say she got a nigga, then she told me she don't do trust. See me in the club looking good, come and do some. Staying at her mother house, her ex put her through some. You could have a queen size air mat futon. Say she don't get paid, well I guess I don't need them. Boys getting hot, get undressed, fuck a fever. Wake up in the morning, nigga, not up finna leave her. This bitch is in the kitchen cooking eggs, rolling reefer. Gave her a cane for the pain, I'ma keep her. Funny thing about it is her name was Katrina. Took a few hits of the blunt, shoulda beat her. Don hit my phone, where you at, bro, I need you. Said I'm at the crib with a shorty from the function. He said get up out of there, that bitch is on some fuck shit. I said what you mean? He said bro, let me tell you, you was so lit last night, couldn't help. Shorty that you with was with this one dude. All I really heard was in the morning he gon' come through. And I tried to get to you, but the club was packed. And when you left, tried to call, should've charged you jack. I said damn, what the nigga look like? He was like 5'10", dark skin, hood type. I know who you talking about, I think that was her brother or her cousin. He said bro, you sure? Yeah, nah, I shouldn't trust it. So I said alright, let me get up out the spot. And he said bro, whatever you do, don't make it hot. Hang up, then the bitch came through cheesing. Told me give her blunt back, nigga, while you chiefin'. So I took one last hit, then I passed it. Asked how the dick did, she told me it was average. Hit her with a side eye, then she started laughing. And she said, baby, I'm just being sarcastic. Then she said, here, let me fix you a plate. I said, I just got a call and I think I should skate. Then she said, stick around for a session at top. I said, I gotta beat traffic when I head to the block. And respect it or not, I was gonna stay, but I peeped, she kept checking the clock. I'm headed to the room to throw on the sweats and the socks. And out of precaution, I made sure that the weapon is cocked. And then I heard, I'm like, that was a knock. How I go from cloud 9 to had a blast for the stars. Guess that's what I get for thinking bitches bring you home from the club. First nigga coming here on hot as a dub. Then I heard another knock and this time it was louder. Something smelling fishy in this bitch with a flounder. She said I'ma get it, can you go and run a shower and stay another hour? I'm rolling up the sour. Then I said nah, get the door, who it is, bitch. She gon' tell me nigga what the fuck, mind your business. That's when I knew she was up to the bad. So I clutched to the mag, ready to up in the blast. Then she ran to the door, now the cannon is drawn. If it ain't Jehovah Witness, send that man on the law. She opened it up and guess what you imagine? The description that my homie was giving, that shit was matching. And that's when the craziest shit happened. He walked in, gave her a kiss and started laughing. And that's when the craziest shit happened. He walked in, gave her a kiss and